What's up, everybody? It is Thursday, August 16th. We have not a great one today. Not the best slate I've ever seen. Maybe the worst slate I've ever seen for 7 games at least. But that's okay because I'm carrying an exceptional amount of momentum in from yesterday. So I want to play all of the DFS. Jake, what did you think of Wednesday?
Man, I'm just having a rough week. I'm just getting crushed. It's probably all my Nats and Dodgers exposure that's just killing me every single night. Oh, we got ownership, by the way. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom.
Shout out, Tom.
Yeah, or Eddie, whoever's doing it. Yeah. So I'm gonna need some skill gaming of yours to rub off on me to get me back into the positive this week because it's been rough.
I hope that I don't want to. It's weird to have to say this sentence, but I hope I rub off on you.
Oh, I hope so. Rub off on me, real good.
Now we'll get this. We'll get this. I predict that one of us gets the mini max before this season is over. We've got a month and a half to go.
We've come close, both of us, like 4, 5, 6 times. So it'll happen.
Oh my god.
What?
Dude,
the ownership?
Yeah, the Rangers are the clear chalk stack on DK.
Yeah.
I don't have them at all. 0.
Well, there you go.
Goose egg.
I kind of like when that happens. Just because you know when there's like a clear chalk stack and you fade the stack as a whole and it doesn't go off, you're basically like you're making money that night. So that's like one of my favorite things. When I don't like a stack and it's going to be chalk. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out, but look at this. Clay Buchholz, 20+%. 9,500 in the year 2018.
Holy crap. Chalk Tehran, 34%.
Yeah. I figured that was going to be the case. So that's not surprising to me really at all. I'm kind of shocked at the John Gray ownership, though.
I'm shocked at a lot of this stuff right now.
I like that Irvin Santana 24%.
Yeah, I think
that's a bad play.
Oh, this is going to be.
No, this will be good. This is going to be a fun slate. I like it. I hope this ownership sticks all day because I'll be very happy.
Get ready for this one. I'm just going to pose this now. 2-part question. Who do you think has the highest K projection of anybody on the slate in my model, and what do you think that it is?
All right, let's see here. Highest K projection. Is it Lester?
It is not, but he's close.
Okay.
Tehran? Also close, just a notch above Lester. The name is not going to be important. It's really the size of the number.
Oh, I bet it's like 5.
So it's John Gray, 5.4.
Yeah.
Gray at 5.4.
That's kind of nuts.
Weaver at 5.3. Tehran at 5.1. Lester at 5. Buchholz at 5. I mean, there are times when Scherzer pitches and it's 10.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Scherzers on this slate today.
No. Yeah. You might even be able to get 2 guys combined for like a Scherzer point total, and that might not be enough still.
If you knew Scherzer was going to throw 3 innings in long relief here, would you have any shares?
If he was like 6K, I probably would. Nah, 3 innings? No, probably. If I could get 4 or 5 out of him for like 7, 8K.
Obviously, the price is going to be the deterrent in that scenario, but
yeah, I'd probably do it.
Like it's 3. If he was priced like these other guys, I think 3 innings of Scherzer is going to be better than whatever you get out of Glenn Sparkman.
And like relief Scherzer too, like you just know he's trying to strike out every single hitter. He does not have to pace. That would be an interesting question.
Yeah. 3 inning Scherzer or Irvin Santana?
I'm not playing Santana. Like if they're priced the same place, like I think Santana is awful right now. So yeah, that would be pretty easy.
Earl Fountain, the Houston bats finally woke up. Yeah, it turns out I didn't set my alarm on that one, though, so I slept through it.
Yeah, I slept through that as well.
Yeah.
Which sucks, too, because I stacked Houston so much this year, and they let me down a ton of times, kind of like how the Nationals and Dodgers have been doing lately. So I'm kind of mad that I missed the boat on that at low ownership, even though I like Anderson, so I probably wasn't going to play him anyways. But
right.
Yeah, it just sucks when a team you've been stacking a ton of all year goes off and you don't have them.
Yep. Hey, all that matters is go Mets.
Yeah, we had an angry person on Twitter last night and this morning. A few angry people for no reason, so that was good.
Yeah, apparently we didn't tug them off for long enough on the live stream last night. Even though Alex mentioned them, and I might as well have flew to Chicago to pat Alex on the back for it.
Yeah. I get it. People get mad when they lose money.
No, people get mad when they see other people win money. Shout out to Osmo for winning that 20K. Anyway, let's get this started. 7 games of, I don't know, something going on here. It'll be interesting to talk about, that's for sure. Cubs and Pirates starting it off. Cubs, 4.3 run implied total. Pirates, 4.4. 50-50 game. I know I said 2 different numbers there, but it's rounding. Trust me, people. John Lester going for Chicago. Ivan Nova going for Pittsburgh. I think this might be the only game where 2 functional pitchers are pitching against each other. Lester projected 20% ownership. I've got 22. Nova projected for just 7% ownership. I've got 18. I guess I like the pitching here quite a bit. What say you? I know you're not generally a Lester guy.
Yeah, I'm not a Lester guy. Assuming the Pirates roll out a good lineup and they have limited lefties. So I'd like to see Dickerson either down in the order or out of the lineup. Same thing with Polanco. Like, you should just stack righties against Lester because he's a league average pitcher at best against them. Gives up a lot of line drives, way more hard contact. He's really, really good against lefties. So I don't really want to play Dickerson and Polanco. I like Josh Bell a lot. I like David Freese. Starlin Marte can't hit lefties for whatever reason, and he's got a questionable tag next to him, so he's not my favorite, but I'm not crazy about Lester. This isn't like a spot where you have to fade him because the pitching is so bad. Like, he's got a shot at 15 points here, but at 20% ownership, it's like I like some guys a lot better than him, so I'm probably going to be under that.
Okay. What about Nova?
Yeah, just too many lefties for Nova. He just can't strike lefties out. Gets pounded by them. Gives up hard contact to both sides this year. It's not the greatest Cubs lineup with no Chris Bryant and Almora batting 5th, but Rizzo in there. Baez has been unreal this whole year. Schwarber.
Oh, Schwarber killed me yesterday, man.
Yeah, Hayward's been hitting a ton better this year as well. So there's some scary bats here for Nova and 6,500. Like, I'm just taking pricing out of the equation today. I don't think pricing's going to matter all that much. So I don't think I want to play Nova.
Yeah, I'll have a bit of him, but I mean, it's not like I'm super excited about it. You mentioned Marte having the questionable tag. He was out with an illness yesterday, so it's not an injury. I mean, could have been a hangover for all we know. I don't have any Pirates bats outside of a little bit of Marte on DK. They don't appear to be all that owned, only 5% aggregate on both sides. Average is 7 for today.
It's all going to Marte.
It is. 18% to Marte, 9% to Dickerson, 6% to Polanco, basically nobody else. I'm not super wild about anything here. I'm right with the field on the Cubs. On FanDuel, they're my number 6 stack there. I'm equal with the field. And then I'm over the field on DraftKings. They're my number 5 stack. But most of that exposure is to Rizzo and Baez.
Sorry, I was just reading a tweet we just got. You should read that. But
I can't wait.
You didn't understand sarcasm. So I don't get why Dickerson and Polanco would be the 2 of the highest owned guys in this Pirates stack. And Marte, too, for that matter. He's been really bad against lefties this year. 67 WRC plus, just for a quick reference, striking out quite a bit against them. I like the Cubs bats, I think, a little bit more than the Pirates, but not loving either pitcher here, so that's kind of where I'm at.
God, what a fantastic tweet.
Yeah.
In a way, I want this game to stay quiet, but I mean, I can't get away from Rizzo and Baez right now. These are two guys that are grading out really well for me. Rizzo getting these, generally speaking, lefty-righty matchups at the top of the order. He's so consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, Rizzo probably has like the highest floor of any hitter today, I would say. As a leadoff hitter, the way that he plays, where like, not the type of guy that, I'm saying this now and it'll probably happen, but like, he's not the type of guy to go 0 for 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, work walks and stuff. Not the type of guy that just kills your lineup. And then Baez having dual eligibility, it's just at the most important 2 spots to have it. It's just so clutch.
Yep. Yeah. This one mostly about bats for me.
I don't know what is going on. If there was a pill I could take to make my nose not be itchy all the time, I would take it. I don't know why it happens, but I just want to rip the damn thing off my face. Anyway, moving on. Now that I'm talking about it, it's making it worse. I don't know. Nats and Cardinals. This one's going to be great. Nats 4-run implied total. Cardinals 4.6. It's a 56% chance to win for the Cardinals. Tanner Roark going for Washington. Luke Weaver going for St. Louis. I'm all over this game in super weird ways. Luke Weaver, 14% expected ownership. You'll be surprised to know that I got 39. Tanner Roark, 13% expected ownership. I got 1. So, let's start with the pitching. We'll start with Luke Weaver. Will you be above or below that 14% number?
Below. So the Nats have been cold as can be the last few days for whatever reason, but
whatever you just said,
he's not going to be able to miss these bats, I wouldn't think. I did.
Yeah. Whatever you just started saying, right as you were getting ready to get into whatever you were about to say, it cut out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't think Weaver's that good, so I'm going to have under 14%. I usually do. He barely comes up for me at all. He just can't miss enough bats, and the Nats, they're still not like striking out a ton against righties at least. Soto, Harper, Eaton, Murphy, all really scary bats. Murphy showing some signs of life, slowly but surely, and he's only 3,800. So like the Nats are one of my favorite stacks on the day. They're too cheap. You can afford them. If there's Weaver ownership, even better. And the Cardinals bullpen has not been that great in terms of xFIP over the last 30 days. They rank 6th in xFIP, 6th highest xFIP, I should say, 469 xFIP. So if they get to Weaver, which I expect them to do, then I think they should have a chance to put up a ton of runs here. So the Nats are like my favorite stack. They come up huge for me. I did a crunch this morning. I can't quit them. So I got to trust the numbers, I guess.
What about Roark?
Yeah, I like Roark. Just a lot of righties in this Cardinals lineup. He's much better against righties, limits hard contact, gets ground balls. Don't expect a huge performance, but I think he is one of the few guys that has a chance for 20 DK points. And that is, I'd take 20 from any pitcher tonight because
for sure
it looks really tough, and I think he can get there.
Yeah, we're on opposite sides here for pitching. Not that I'm shocked. I hope that it doesn't even matter. I don't know what to make of it. I'll have a lot of Weaver. He was fine in his last start, which at least makes me slightly happy. Aaron Borchert, how does it feel to be one spot behind me in the Minimax?
Way to taunt our viewers. Real nice, Josh.
It's not a taunt. He called me a bastard. Was ahead of me at one point.
Oh, really?
I didn't know I finished a notch above then until I looked at it. Good work, though, Aaron. Good work.
Yeah, good work.
So I'm equal with the field on DraftKings for the Nats. They're 5th for me on FanDuel, 7th on DK. I like the guys that you would expect, top of the order type stuff. The Cardinals are a little weirder. I'm right with the field on FanDuel, 6% on both sides. I have no Cardinals on DK. I don't like it because I don't have Roark either.
Yeah. This is like perfect for MME. It's 7 games, a lot of uncertainty, a ton of teams. Like I don't think there's a team that's in like a perfect spot. I mean, you can make a case for the Angels or the Rangers, but probably 2 bullpen games, so at least they could mix and match like platoon splits. So there's no like Red Sox against Alex Cobb type of thing.
Right.
Where there's going to be major chalk for hitting. So it should be fun to MME and just hope you land on the right stuff.
Good work, Aaron. I see that you got second in the table setter too, man. Congrats. Wow, the dude that won the table setter won it by 22 points.
What do you have? Full Mets, and I don't even know what else went off.
He had Cole and Pena. Shout out Felix Pena last night, by the way. 23.9 fantasy points. We were all over that.
Yeah, that was the one thing I did see. Actually, I just wanted to check in and see how he was doing to see if I want to play him the next start. I didn't check like his play discipline and stuff, but I'm assuming it was pretty good. So I wasted the one Felix Pena start. I had a ton of him and no bats.
That guy had Plawecki, so nailed 24 points as a catcher, 1% owned. He had the Granderson Grand Slam in with the Mets. He had Nimmo and Frazier. So, yeah, that's how you win by a bundle.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I don't know what to make of this game. I hope it looks a little different for me by the time we get to lock. I don't like the idea of not being on Roark or the Cardinals. I feel like that needs to be... I need to draw my line in the sand.
I mean, do you stack against Roark a lot? Like, I don't. He's not my favorite guy to stack against.
Not that I'm aware of, but like... It's not that I want to stack against Roark, but to not have either side of that is kind of weird to me. On a 7-game slate, at least. Right.
Yeah, especially with the way you spread out ownership.
Yeah.
So makes sense.
I'll just be curious to see how that breaks out a little bit later.
I don't know if game stacking is very important. I mean, if you like both... No, I mean, if you like both sides of the game, then yeah, you could end up on a game stack, but I wouldn't be like seeking out game stacks. The teams don't necessarily correlate to each other in baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I've never looked into it, but just naturally thinking about it, it shouldn't be... It shouldn't matter.
Like in football, it's different. So let's say a team gets up 21-0 in the second quarter. Now the other team's gonna have to pass. So the teams are correlated. I think people have done studies on that. I'm pretty sure I've read stuff like that. But like opposite teams being correlated in football game stacks, but I don't think that there's much correlation, if any at all, in baseball.
Agreed. Aaron Borchert binking the solo shot. Congratulations, man.
Yeah. Nice. Good to see some people winning.
Absolutely. I get where you're going.
I'm being serious though.
And won the dime and the quarter.
Dang. So did you play one lineup, Aaron? Or did you just have that lineup everywhere?
2088. I'll be able to tell you in a second.
Ooh, Anthony Hunt. How would you?
I think that's one. I think he won lineup that.
Really?
2088 really won the solo. Unless it's it could have been the same 20 maybe.
Or I mean, he could have just put he could have had like 5 lineups and put them all in there, and that one just ended up like all the same lineup in different tournaments. 20 max. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Dude, our quality for this call right now is atrocious.
Are you able to hear us fine? Because I hear you fine.
You look and sound terrible.
Well, geez. I did get up pretty early this morning, so.
No, it's very, scratchy. It's like Real poor quality. Probably
Okay.
on my end. I just don't know what I can do to fix that.
I don't know.
Alright, we'll hope it snaps out of itself. I'm not downloading anything, am I? Nope. Alright, enough about everything else. Rockies and Braves. Time to talk about really weird stances that I'm taking. Rockies 4.1 run implied total. Braves 4.1 run implied total. We've got a coin flip game here. John Gray going for Colorado. Julio Teheran going for Atlanta. Now here we go. John Gray, chalk, 40%. I've got 35. Totally makes sense. John Gray is probably the most talented pitcher on the slate. Happy to have him. Julio Teheran, 34% ownership. I've got 11. And the Rockies are my favorite stack. Number 2 on FanDuel, number 1 on DK. I'm 4+ times the field on DK. So, let's start with pitching. There's probably not too much to be said about John Gray. I assume that we're both on the same page with Gray.
Super boomer bust. I mean, he has been all season run into some bad luck with like BABIP and stuff. I think he is a really, really awesome pitcher, but so Atlanta just doesn't strike out. So tough for me to get behind 40% Gray, but I definitely understand it. Just not shock.
Okay, I want to hang up the call and start over.
All right.
Let's try that.
All right.
1 second, people.
All right. How's this? Better?
I don't know, maybe. It's better right now. We'll see where that goes. It was worth a shot.
Sure.
Okay, so let's talk about Teheran, because I think that's the weirdest part for me. I don't think anybody's shocked that John Gray's chalk today. 34% Teheran. I can't imagine you're going to want to be over the field or with the field there.
I mean, I like Teheran a lot. I like targeting against Colorado with the righty when they're outside of Coors. It's been very profitable most of the season, especially a big strikeout guy like Teheran, who's going to get most spot, 6 righties total. Like, you want to attack Colorado with right-handed pitchers that have swing and miss upside, and Teheran has it. So I expected Teheran to be 40+%, not Gray. So, I mean, maybe this will flip-flop by the end, by the time we get to the actual slate. But, yeah, I think I prefer Teheran here.
Wow. See, like, I don't get it. I don't think he's good. He's walking 4.5 guys per 9 this year. He gives up homers a lot. And you know what the most ridiculous part of it all is? He's got a 226 BABIP. That's probably the luckiest guy in the league right now.
Yeah, I mean, but he still strikes guys out. So that's what you're looking for on tonight's slate, guys that can strike guys out. And Colorado, for the season against righties, 23.7%. That's the 6th highest in the MLB against righties. And then you go away and 25.7%. So they're just not good against right-handed pitching if you take out Coors.
Our connection sucks. You're right, though. The Rockies are garbage. Unfortunately, I think Teheran is more hot garbage than they are. I couldn't believe how much I had. And then I started looking at their price points. But, Teheran, 22% K rate this year. League average is 21.4. So he's just slightly ahead of league average. Walks way too many guys. I don't understand the appeal for him any longer. He hasn't been good all year. He's been a replacement level starter. He's 1/10 of a win above replacement. 4.8 xFIP. I just don't understand. 38.8% hard contact. What has he done this year that makes people think that he's good?
he just strikes guys out. That's it.
But like, he doesn't really.
Well, he gets swing strikes, that's for sure.
I mean, he pitches because gets strikeouts. But like, he's not really like a strikeout guy. He's a league average strikeout guy.
Let's see. I don't know. I mean, I just know he can strike out right-handed hitters and is better against them, and he's going to get mostly righties. xFIP under 4 against righties, a whip under 1. So the walks are coming to lefties.
7.34 walks per 9.
Yeah, and then look at the righties. 2.09. He's got huge splits. 25% K rate against righties. If they roll out this lineup, the one that we're both looking at, that's a super, super favorable lineup. So
it makes his margin for error so narrow that it scares the shit out of me. Like, Blackman walk, LeMahieu strikeout, Cargo whatever, and then like one mistake pitch to Arenado or Story, and he's in like dramatic trouble.
That's anyone though. Anyone on the slate.
Yeah, but not everyone on the slate is walking 7.5 guys per 9 innings against left-handed hitters. I don't know. He's really baffling to me.
Then you should be leveraging against him with a bunch of Rockies.
18% ownership on DK. We're projecting 4.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you feel that way about either one of these guys, I'm going to have more Braves and Teheran than Rockies and Gray. But yeah, both these guys can be volatile at times. Teheran more than Gray. I think Gray is the better pitcher, but has the worst matchup. Strikeouts, power, all that. Is Acuna going to play? Do we know?
I have no idea. What do you think of that? I mean, I know what happened. I didn't watch it.
So stupid. So stupid. Why are you hitting a guy?
I have a really big problem with it.
And
it has nothing
ridiculous.
to do with it being the Braves.
No, it's childish. It's like, why are you hitting? Oh my God. That's how you end a guy's career. Stan almost got his career ended. I know it wasn't on purpose, but with something just like that, you throw up and in on a guy, and you miss what you're trying to hit. You're trying to hit him in the shoulder, whatever. You hit him in the face. That's messing with a guy's life.
Yeah, that's like, it's just a game.
And what did he do?
It's just should be able to. Good. It's so silly. There should be no place in baseball for that any longer.
Should suspend Urena for the season.
Yeah, I'd have no problem with that.
Set a precedent. Like, I saw that on Twitter. And I agree. I don't know who it was. Some baseball guy said it. Like, you need to set a precedent for that to not happen. Like, Bryce Harper gets hit all the time. It's like, what are we doing?
It doesn't make anything better. It only makes the product look worse.
Yeah, just so guys can leave the the dugout and come out and pretend like they're gonna fight. Like, oh, that's super entertaining. Wow.
I just don't like it. I don't like any part of needless danger in, what amounts to like it's a board game. It's just athletic. You would never slap somebody or throw all 5 dice in someone's face if they rolled a Yahtzee against you.
Yeah. Guy's gonna get a multi-million-dollar contract. He's on his rookie deal, and you're trying to hit him. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The manager told him to do it. Who cares? Do it.
Yeah, it's just silly.
I'm glad the ump threw him out right away.
Oh God, yeah.
Suspend him. Suspend the manager too. If it's the manager, who cares? That team's not going anywhere anyways. You need to set a precedent for that to not happen.
There's just no room in the game for it any longer. It's not. It's a different life. Why be mean? Why be angry? I would want to strike him out. Like, fucking play better.
Exactly.
You don't like it? Do something about it. Be better.
Yeah.
I don't know. These people need happy drugs in their life, man.
It's amazing how it's always the Latin guys too. They are always getting beaned.
It's there are a lot of them.
Just because they play with flair, it's like, oh, someone's happy that they did something really cool in a sporting event that 99.9999% of people can't do ever. It's like, oh, you got to throw a baseball at their face now, of course, because your manager says so.
There's just no need to hit somebody on purpose on a random Wednesday. You know,
Yeah.
it's what are we mad about here? Just on like a shit Wednesday in the middle of August.
Yeah, hockey fights are different though, and I don't even like hockey fights. I think those are pretty stupid, actually.
Imagine fist
at least-
fighting someone at work.
I mean, yeah, a fist fight is different though because it's not it's bilateral. It's not unilateral. Like getting a ball thrown at your face is not your choice. If you're engaging in a fight with someone, that's different. It's still
If
stupid.
Acuna could throw the bat back at him or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what he should do. I know he would never do that, but
Did Robin Ventura throw the helmet at Nolan Ryan first? I think he did.
yeah, throw something back.
But no, I mean, like, I don't think hockey fights should exist. They're mostly innocuous because of all the shit you're wearing. I mean, sometimes they go terrible, but
yeah,
no, there's no room for any of that stuff. Like,
yeah, I don't understand it.
we've got a Burger King and a McDonald's basically across the street from each other. Can you imagine if a Burger King employee went over and just punched a McDonald's employee in the face because they work for a different company? Come on. It's so insane. It's so insane. Dude, I don't care if Acuna goes yard on the first pitch of that game and crotch chops him before he starts his base running. You don't hit him. It's hilarious. Yeah. And I say this for anybody. This could be the Yankees doing dumb shit. Or like a young Yankee guy, and I would still hate it. Just FYI.
Right. No, I know. This has nothing to do with the teams. I have no dog in the race or whatever. It's just Acuna didn't do anything. He could have flipped his bat and hit the top of the stadium. It doesn't, like, flipping a bat does not equal getting hit in wherever by a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
You know what people
Who
love?
cares?
Showmanship. They want to see somebody flip a bat and do that stuff. You know why? Because it's exactly. Floyd Mayweather is a piece of shit human being and also one of the most entertaining boxers of all time. If you want baseball to save itself, maybe cool it with the baseball assaults when people are having fun.
Did not damage to it. Acuna protected himself, and he happened to get hit in the elbow. He did not know he was getting hit.
But the key to it all is you shouldn't be throwing a baseball at someone on purpose. There's no need for it.
Right. Yeah. So
walk him all 4 times. Put him on and ruin his chances at hit streaks and all of it.
Yep.
Alrighty, moving on. Well, I guess I should touch on the Rockies a little bit, even though I talked about them. Blackmon, LeMahieu, Cargo, Arenado, Story. These are guys that I have like 5-6 times the field of. I have 44% Nolan Arenado right now, and we're projecting 8. I'm all in on these Rockies, especially if no one's on them. This is my stance today. I just burped. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not going to have a ton of Rockies. I will have some just because I'm probably going to end up stacking almost every team tonight. And Teheran is volatile, and I'll have a bunch of him, so I want to cover myself because I know what I'm getting into. But, yeah, I think Arenado would be one of the best plays, especially on the righty side. But I think Blackmon's probably my favorite play on Colorado.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think Blackmon and Cargo are 2 of the best plays of the entire day. Cargo's 2,700 on FanDuel tonight. That's got to be the best play of the day. A sub 3,000 outfielder in a situation where there might not be anybody worse against lefties in the entire league.
Yeah.
I'm doing a speed test on my connection to find out if it's me or you. So.
We got some really bad takes flying into the chat right now, so
ooh, it's me.
I'm gonna refrain, but
okay. Yeah, a lot of bad takes. Guys, you should know the only takes that matter are our takes.
Yeah, of course.
Angels and Rangers. Angels. 5.3 run implied total based on my guess. There is not a line out for this game. I put it in at 10.5. I think that's a pretty safe bet based on who the pitchers are. What, would you say 10.5 looks okay here?
It's Cole and Ariel Jurado. But yeah, I would say it might be 11, honestly. It's going to be
I could see it going higher, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody, I'm just fucking around. I have no problem with people having their own opinions. Taylor Cole going for the Angels. Ariel Jurado going for the Rangers. I'm not owning any pitching here. I assume you're not as well.
No. It's really bad on both sides.
Cody, that is not a double standard, just FYI. One of those things ends in physical violence. The other one doesn't.
Yeah, that's there. I mean, there's so many illogical arguments.
Yeah. So and by the way, Jake wins in a fight. Faux show. I'm a soft 33-year-old man. I do not exercise at all. I'll give it a shot if I can get in a time machine and be Jake's age, but he fucks me up pretty brutally right now.
No, I'm not a big fighter, so I just like to throw baseballs at people's faces.
Yeah.
Or backs, or wherever. Rib cage.
Last fight I got in, I remember hitting the person outside of a bar when I was in college, and he walked through it like he was the fucking Terminator. Luckily, one of my friends was getting beat pretty bad. Like, not like hospital type bad, but like he was very clearly losing, and everyone stopped to watch that. Luckily, that guy didn't keep coming for me.
Sounds fun. I've never been in one.
It's the only real fight I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah. Pizza curls are exercise. T McB, he's got you.
It's very true. Very true. I'll certainly have a pizza bite eating contest against Jake, and I'm confident I will win going away.
Dude, I don't know. I can throw down some, maybe not pizza bites. You'd probably get me there, actually, but maybe some other food. Maybe pizza rolls.
Any sort of pizza-related food, I'm going to beat you. I've never been more confident. Eating pizza is like the only thing I'm good at.
That's fair.
Eating pizza and baseball DFS.
And NFL DFS, of course.
Yeah. So I've been spending a lot of time in lineup rewind. You and I should talk.
Yeah, we can. I've been going. So I built my NHL projections, somewhat comfortable with them. And I was actually doing that this morning, doing some FC rewind on just like random slates, and it's pretty cool. So I'm really pumped for NHL. I'm pumped to hear what you have for NFL too.
Yeah, I did a lot of research, started doing like different fantasy cruncher settings, and then I went through every week for 2 years testing them out. Like, they've all shook out pretty well. A couple nights that could have been incredibly profitable in like my era or my area of tournament too. So we'll talk about it. We got time.
Nice.
Okay. So we're not rostering Taylor Cole. We're not rostering Ariel Jurado. I love the Angels. They're my number 1 stack on FanDuel. They are my number 3 stack on DraftKings. I am double the field on DK, double the field on FanDuel. So let's start there. What do you think about the Angels bats? I assume you got to be a fan.
Yeah, all over Ohtani. He will be one of my highest owned hitters of the day. 20% I think is fair, but maybe not enough. I think he should be one of the highest owned players, especially because the $5,200 is not that big of a deal. Same with Upton. I do like Upton a ton. Anderson Simmons, I'm just a fan of him as a hitter. And then Francisco RC, is he coming up for you at all?
No, 0. Well, 1% on DK, but not a guy that I'm getting to.
Okay, because he came up for me huge, and it's probably because of his hard hit rate. 53.3% against righties for the season. And it's a short sample, so I get it, I understand, but just so far he looks really good against righties, at least in the power sense, and he's striking out a ton, but Gerardo, 5% swinging strike rate, under 5%, under 10% K rate. In this park, the Angels, I think, they have a case for the number one stack, and they probably are number one in most people's models.
Mets total for the Mets Phillies. It doesn't matter. It's not part of the slate. Never mind. Sorry. I just saw that the total popped out, so I wanted to announce it, but not the one we need. Okay. Can we talk about the Rangers bats here for a second?
Let's talk about them.
I didn't get them at all on DK, like a flat 0. And they are the chalk stack in our projections. I understand that they have a 5+ run implied total. If this goes up, if my 10.5 is low and it becomes 11.5, I'll certainly have more Rangers. But what am I missing here? Taylor Cole grades out well for me. I don't expect him to be going like particularly deep in this game. He looks like more of a reliever than anything else. But a sub-4 FIP via steamer, misses some bats. It's not like he's a gas can like Gerardo. So, like, you know, they're not cheap. 250, 100 getting ownership. I like Mazzara. I think that he grades out really well. But what am I missing here? Should I have? I mean, I guess I should have some of them. I think that's pretty clear. But I'm really underweight on both sides.
Super scary fade. Super scary fade. I will say, so Cole is, he looks okay to me. I don't think he's going to go very deep at all. He just pitched 4 days ago, 37 pitches, so probably something similar. And then the Angels bullpen actually lately has been pretty solid. Their xFIP is 428 over the last 30 days. They got one of the lowest whips, 121 in that same span. That's bottom 7 in the league. I don't know. I mean, you can make a case to go underweight on the Rangers. I don't know. I'm not fully fading them. Just like there's no chance on this slate. They're just going to come up way too high. That run total is out. Guess what it is?
It's 11.
Just updated now. Yeah. 11.3, I'm saying. So, yeah. There's that.
There goes our
so I'm not fading them. Well, that could be on my end. I have no idea.
No, dude, it's 100% me, apparently. I just don't know why.
I don't know. I restarted my computer yesterday. I got to remember to do that every couple days. Otherwise, stuff gets real slow, and our connection gets slow because of it probably. But I love Chu the most. And then after him, it's Gallo, Odor. I like Ronald Guzman even in the 8 spot. So it's just a really, really tough team for me to fade with a 6 total.
I get it. Look, I don't even know why they didn't come up for me. They're not that poorly priced.
No, and again, pricing doesn't really matter. You're going to be able to fit in. There's only one guy over 5K. You're going to be able to fit him in as long as you don't go Buchholz, Roark, or something. Probably still could. So.
This is going to be one I'll keep an eye on. Lineups could come out, and this could change pretty dramatically just by shifting people around on other teams. So we'll see. But as of right now, I have drawn a very definitive line in the sand. Team fade the Rangers.
Yeah.
I hate myself for it.
If I'm gonna be so overweight on the Nationals, I'm probably gonna be overweight on the Braves. You got to pick a couple leverage spots at least. You know what I mean? You can't just go with the field everywhere. So, even if the Rangers score like 6 or 7 runs, maybe it's just a couple home runs that do the damage, and you're still fine fading the stack.
I have a feeling I'm going to pay for this by the time we get to lock. I don't like that feeling either. But here we are. Go Angels. Go Angels all around. Is Cole on the player pool on DK? Yes, he is. He's 4,000.
And by the way, the Rangers bullpen over the last 30 days, one of the worst in the entire MLB. So enjoy your Angels stacks. Hopefully they are lower owned than the Rangers, because I think I agree with you there. I'll have more Angels than Rangers.
Okay. Just in case, I'm going to hang up and recall you again.
Got it.
I think it's worse now than it was before.
Okay.
Cross your fingers.
Let's see. Come on, be good.
It's better now, but we'll see where we go. You ready to talk Jakes?
Yeah.
Tigers and Jakes. Tigers, 4.1 run implied total. 5 run implied total for the Twins. 59% chance to win for Minnesota. Francisco Liriano goes for Detroit. Irvin Santana goes for Minnesota. One note for Zach Jameson, because you just asked a question. How do you have 0% of a 4K pitcher versus a stack you have 0 of? Seems odd. One, you're equating price to talent, which generally works, but isn't necessarily like a real thing. I don't think that he's a $4,000 pitcher. He's not going to go deep in the game, but he has a good profile for the past. It's not just because he's 4,000 he is bad. I don't think that he's priced correctly, but he's also not going long.
Yeah, that's. I was just gonna say, like, it's not really worth it if he's gonna go 50 pitches. Yeah. You know.
Like, if I knew that Taylor Cole was gonna throw could throw 5 or 6 innings, I would probably have a lot of him. Yeah. Because I like his statistical profile for the game. That's why I have no Rangers, because I think Cole is decent, and the Angels in a different way. Team McBee, I have no idea. Anyway, Let's get to this game. Liriano, 7% expected ownership. I have 3. Irvin Santana, 24% expected ownership. I've got 4. I think we're probably on the same side here for pitching.
We are. I think Santana looks atrocious right now. And it's showing in his swinging strikes, his chases, all that. So in his last start, he was getting some chases in his first 3 starts, but his last start, 22% against the same Tigers team. I don't see why it would be any different 6 days later. 3.2% swinging strike rate. Wasn't even getting ahead of guys. His velocity dropped a little bit again. Not like a major drop, but it still is steadily declining. And so I just don't think Santana's healthy, and I'm not playing him on a bad pitching slate just because he's got a good matchup. I'll go elsewhere. So I actually like the Tigers' bats if I think that Santana's hurt. So Candelario, Castellanos, Goodrum. I wish there were more after that, but maybe Gerber leads off. I don't know. I'm on the Tigers here, and mostly I'm not on Santana, so I will have some Tigers by default.
Yeah, so I like those first 3 guys for the Tigers as well. The lineup changes a little bit. That could help. I'd like to see Gerber at the top. But what I want are the Twins. Number 3 stack on FanDuel. Number 2 on DK. Miles above the field. Really love Forsythe, Sano, Tyler Austin, Mitch Garver. You going to be loading up on your Jakes tonight?
Just to address something in the chat. He's healthy. Look at his pitch count. The Twins are not a sharp organization. They probably do not use FanGraphs or check velocities of their pitchers that often. So saying he's healthy because his pitch counts don't mean anything. We see pitchers go 115 pitches and go on the DL the next day. It doesn't necessarily mean he's healthy. He could be nursing an injury and still just powering through it or trying to power through it. So that pitch count doesn't matter there. It's velocity, it's movement, it's all that. Twins bats.
Yeah.
I actually have some Liriano, but I mean, I have some Liriano. I'm probably going to be over the field at 7%, probably be 15, 20% Liriano. I just like when there are some lefties in the lineup before Liriano. He gets Mauer, Rosario to start off. And then I'm just looking down this lineup, and it's like, man, who do I want to play on the Twins? Forsythe? Not really. Sano, I guess. He's got power. Could get a hold of one. Tyler Austin is fine. He's probably my favorite play on the Twins. But, like, Garver grades out really poorly for me. Polanco hasn't been hitting that well. Johnny Field, Adrianza. Yeah, so I just look at this lineup, and I'm like, I don't know how this team gets to a 5 total.
Yeah.
I know Liriano can implode, but I think I'll have more Liriano than Twins, actually.
Wow. We are on this slate, man. We are on very different sides of the coin on a lot of this.
Yeah, good old Francisco Liriano. I'm playing all the 2008 studs. Liriano, Buchholz. Who else? Who else is in here? I don't know. Not Luke Weaver, maybe.
Lester?
Or Lester, yeah. Just like all these terrible pitchers.
Good God. It's either guys that were good 8 years ago or guys that I've never known before. Man, yeah, we're very different here. I love this righty power against Liriano. Like, Forsythe, Sano, Austin, man, that's a scary... Like, I'm a big Logan Forsythe fan. I think he's a little underrated. Dual eligibility helps a lot. But Sano and Austin, obviously very boom bust. I love them in a GPP scenario.
I've never heard someone say they're a big Logan Forsythe fan. So you might be the first and only Forsythe fan remaining. But
3,500, hitting third, dual eligibility, 5-run implied total. Getting slept on, man.
I think he's really bad. So I agree. I mean, all those things are true, but
Logan Forsythe projects in Steamer with a 101 weighted runs created plus. Didn't we just get done talking about how you think league average guys are really good? Shouldn't you like Forsythe if you like Tehran?
Who's Tehran? I think. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's fine.
I'm being an
fair.
asshole.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I think Tehran's a little bit
there are
above
guys we
average.
take stances on that are probably clouded in some way. Forsythe is one of those guys for me, where I like the things around him. If he didn't have dual eligibility, I probably wouldn't be as interested. But second base, third base, man, that shit's clutch.
So, yes, go Tigers, go Liriano. Twins are gonna get stomped.
Blue Jays and Royals. Blue Jays 5-run implied total. Royals 4.5. It's a 56% chance to win for the Blue Jays. Sam Gaviglio going for Toronto. Noted incredible pitcher Glenn Sparkman going for Kansas City. I like Gaviglio here. We're projecting 13% ownership. I've got 29. I like attacking the Royals because I don't think they're particularly good. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on Gaviglio. And then just how much Glenn Sparkman are you looking to have tonight?
So Gaviglio first. Really, really good against righties. He has been 51% ground ball rate, striking out 27% of righties. And now all of a sudden the Royals have a bunch of lefties they can roll out. Not necessarily good lefties, but one thing I'd love to see here that would make me super interested in this game and this Royal stack is if Mondesi's batting up like leadoff or something for some reason. 3 stolen bases 2 games ago. Gaviglio has big issues holding runners. So I love Merrifield for 4K. And then I hope to see Mondesi up there somehow for 4,300. I think that'd be a really fun GPP play. I like Duda. I like Alex Gordon. So I'm on the Royal stack. I think they've got enough speed and just a little bit of power from the left side to get to Gaviglio. So I thought Gaviglio would kind of be the chalky option. This would be like a nice leverage stack, but only 13%. I don't have to go crazy to get over the field on the Royals, except for Merrifield and Perez, apparently.
Yeah, I'm a little under the field on Merrifield, but Perez, my dude yesterday, quick hit, 2 dongs. Get on that Salvador Perez train. I've got a ton of him. He's always a really good catcher option. So the Royals end up coming up for me a lot more on DraftKings. Since I run a lot of 5-2-1, it's really easy to get Perez plus X as the 2 portion of that.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you have a catcher hitting third. Like, it's
Okay.
really that simple.
Sure.
Blue Jays, number 4 stack for me on both sites. I'm going to try to attack this Glenn Sparkman and the Royals bullpen today. Surprise, surprise. Ooh,
Yeah.
All right, so that line is moving up a little bit higher than 11. Good to know.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, that'll open up the Rangers a bit for me. That'll make me feel a little bit less weird. But Blue Jays, again, I love Granderson. Grand Slam last night. Happy to have him. Travis, Smoke, Grichuk, Morales, Russell Martin. These are all guys that I'm going to have quite a bit of. I love the Blue Jays. 50% above the field. They're a team that I get to a lot. And this is all signs point to a big offensive day for them.
Yeah, I'm not overly impressed with what I'm seeing from Sparkman. I don't think he's going to go very deep. And Blue Jays do have some good hitters. I wish the weather was a little better. Maybe some rain in this one. Wind blowing in and under 80 degrees. So not like what we've seen in Kansas City as of late where it's like 90 plus. But yeah, I love all these Blue Jays bats. Just the Royals bullpen, so bad. Like, it needs to be attacked almost every single day. So it's just a matter of who are your favorite bats. For me, like, I'm gonna have a bunch of all these guys though.
Okay, cool. I like it. Final game. Not one that I give a shit about. Diamondbacks and Padres. Diamondbacks 4.2 run implied total. Padres 3.8. It's a 55% chance to win for the Diamondbacks. Clay Buchholz going for Arizona. Jacob Nix going for San Diego. Buchholz, 21% ownership on DK. I've got 23, a little bit above the field on FanDuel as well. Jacob Nix, a little bit more interesting. Only 2% expected ownership on DK. I've got 15. So, talk to me about your stance on Buchholz and Nix. Is this the day that you want to pay up with the most expensive pitcher on the slate? Clay Buchholz?
Yeah, 2018 Buchholz. We're playing Buchholz for 9,500 at 20% ownership on a 7-game slate. What a time to be alive. But yeah, I am paying up for Buchholz. It's just a good park, really, really good matchup against San Diego. Strikes out almost 26% of the time. Against righties on the season, they get on base under 300. Like, I just can't ignore all these factors. I'm just trying to block out the $9,500 price tag and hoping Fantasy Cruncher does the trick for me and gets me a lot of Buchholz and the bats that I want, because it's not going to be too difficult to fit him in. And I think he's one of those guys that's got a chance at 20 plus DK points. We've seen him have big swinging strike starts too, and like a lot of chases randomly. And this is as good of a matchup as ever to do it in. So he's reached 17 in a couple starts, 17% swinging strikes, which is really, really impressive. Kind of reinvented himself, it looks like. So yeah, I'm on Buchholz.
Yeah, I'm happy to be there. What do you think about Nix, though? I got way more than I would have expected.
I don't love the matchup for Nix. A lot of lefties here and obviously good righties. I don't love attacking Arizona for whatever reason. Like Peralta, Pollock, Goldschmidt, Escobar always rank pretty well for me. Souza, same thing. So I thought Nix was going to be more popular than he is. So he's worth a shot in GPPs for sure. Anyone pitching in this park on a terrible pitching slate is worth a shot at least. So I don't hate it, but I'm not going to be going crazy with Nix exposure. I actually like those few Arizona bats I mentioned.
There you go. Yeah, I have the Diamondbacks a little bit more on FanDuel. Peralta, Goldschmidt, Pollock. I don't really get to them all that much on DK. You know, they're priced pretty highly for a game in Petco, so I don't think the Diamondbacks are going to be where I'm going. And then I don't have any Padres at all. So, I mean, as long as Buchholz and Nix don't die out there, that's all I really want out of this game.
Yeah. I don't think. I don't know, dude. It feels so wrong to play Buchholz at 9,500, but
it feels so wrong to play any pitcher today.
I know. I thought we might have Nola on the slate, but that game's not even playing because they're doing the stupid to-back doubleheader.
Let's look at a couple crunches and then get out of here.
Yeah.
Give me 2 pitchers. Not that it matters.
Buchholz, Roark. Let's try that.
All right. Let me get to DK and let me start sharing.
I'm sure this will make our connection even better.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely my end. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to have to reboot the modem. Alrighty. You said Buchholz and who?
Roark.
Okay.
Just seeing if you can get too expensive
I don't have it. Is there anybody next to Roark in price?
Gray.
I got 4 lines here. Let's sort that by projected. Royals with Turner, Harper, Sano. Tigers with Rizzo, Baez, Grichuk. Tigers with Travis, Upton, Ohtani. Lots of Royals and Tigers stacks with those 2 guys.
Yeah, I like the Royals stack, and obviously like Turner, Harper. So Ohtani, Upton. Like, I really like the 2-mans you can get with the Royals stack and 2 super expensive, well, relatively expensive pitchers for this slate. So
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at my Rockies stack since I'm so much weirder than the field on those to see what's coming up.
Okay.
So 5-man Rocky stack, my top projected line would be Weaver, Gaviglio, with Sano, Forsythe, and Ohtani. I mean, I love it, and it's just a bunch of everything that I already love. But Lester Weaver is a big combo here. Gray Weaver. Gray Nova. Oh, man.
Definitely, yeah. Your boy Weaver, I mean, everyone opens up a lot. So this is one of those slates where if you don't feel good about Buchholz,
Down goes
Gray, you can get away with. Oh, yeah. How am I?
We're fine. This shit's almost over. We won't have to worry about it any
Okay.
longer.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can leave salary on the table today and feel pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Just a way to get contrarian without making what you think are suboptimal plays.
Definitely. Aretha Franklin, RIP. We drafted you in our death pool 5 years ago, so nobody gets credit for it any longer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's it. This connection's killing us, so we're not doing anybody any services. Check out Spotlight Hitters, Pitchers, and Stacks. Check out the game plan and quick hits later this afternoon. Live stream tonight, myself and Chris Spags. I'm switching with Jake. Jake's covering my Friday tomorrow. I will be at my father-in-law's house. So you get me again today for this lovely 7-gamer. Can't wait.
Enjoy.
Anything you want to add, Jake?
No, have fun with this doozy of a 7-gamer tonight. Cover the live stream for me.
There you go. All right, best of luck, everybody. Apologies for the quality today. This is all on my end. We'll be better tomorrow. Good luck, everybody.